Listen for these online on our social media, and we're just like, hey, what's the situation here? And we thought, is that a jerk in this? And we roundtable it quick here around the Playhouse, and you can certainly vote jerk or not a jerk at 35270 if you want to. Real quickly, 3 cases today. Amy K, you ready to rock?
I'm ready.
Am I the jerk? Case 1 of 3. I don't have a lot of clothes that I enjoy how they fit me, but I do have this really nice, light, off-white dress. So yeah, I did wear it to a wedding this weekend. It's not like white, it's off-white. And I can tell everybody was looking at me funny, but it was not white. It's off-white. I don't know the difference. I think that's an outdated thing anyway, that you're not supposed to wear white dresses to weddings, isn't it? I'm pretty sure that died in the 80s. Am I the jerk for wearing an off-white dress to a wedding?
I 100% think you are a jerk for wearing it. And people do try to make that claim and say that's not a rule anymore. If someone shows up in a white dress with like a floral design to my wedding, I will kick you out.
You can be like, you're out, you're done.
I don't want any white on anyone besides me.
So I do, but I firmly believe the like spectrum of colors is different to like dudes than it is to women. Can you describe to me the difference between white and off-white? Is there a difference?
There's not really a difference. I'm trying to see if there's anything in here that could kind of be considered off-white, but there's not.
So like this bright white envelope,
yes,
this would be
that
white.
Would be white.
What is an off-white? Like a gray?
I don't.
Beige?
I was going to say maybe like this weird last tissue, but even that's a little bit more yellowy. It's basically the same. Like white, off-white, eggshell. They're all white.
I think you can get away with wearing like a white like button-up shirt if you're a dude, but man, if you're a woman, you can't be wearing no white dresses to weddings. I don't think that's really ever died. I don't think that ever changed. I think that's just part of society at this point.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of anyone else wearing a white dress to someone's wedding. Why do that?
So absolutely jerk.
I 100% jerk.
All right, case 2 of 3. Am I the jerk? I bought a nice jacket for an Office 90s party. It's pretty cool and retro. We had as a team bonding thing. It was from like a used secondhand store. Anyway, there was just shy of $1,000 bundled up in one of the pockets. It's like a weird pocket kind of inside that I think a person could easily forget even existed. It was cash just bundled up in there. Now, my husband thinks I should have called the store, but I highly doubt they could ever track down who donated that jacket in the first place, or God knows how long it's been sitting there on the rack, so I've just kept it. In fact, I've pretty much spent all of it already. Am I the jerk?
I don't think so. You bought that jacket and you found a prize in it, kind of finders keepers. There's no way they would even be able to track down that person.
It's like a prize in a cereal box.
I've donated clothes to like thrift stores around here, and they just had me like drop my stuff off. They got no information from me.
Short of you saying, hey, I found something in something I bought, has anybody called asking you about something? Can you describe to me what they asked about? That's probably the only way you could have done it. Maybe. They probably would have called, though, like you said, whenever they donated the jacket. Who knows how long that's been there? I like to think if somebody called and said, I lost $1,000, they would have tore through the recent donations.
Yeah, if somebody called and they said, like, hey, I just recently donated this. I think I may have left something in there. Could you look for this 90s windbreaker or whatever?
I haven't even seen it yet, and it sounds so cool.
I don't think you're a jerk for keeping it. You paid for that jacket.
Yeah, the wedding dress one was easy. This one, I think there's a little bit more gray area. Off-white area. I don't necessarily think you're a jerk. I think the only thing you could have done if you wanted to feel like a better person is being like, hey, did anybody lose something? But I don't know if that's even necessary. I would have thought they probably checked. Well, you said it was a weird pocket, though. I feel like they probably check for that kind of thing.
But the fact that it's like a jacket you bought, I don't think there's any way they can track down who brought that to or who donated that. I get maybe if it was like a jacket from a friend or a relative or something like that. They're like, we don't want this jacket anymore. You can have it. Then you found it. Well, then you know that person and you can contact them and be like, hey, found this in here.
I can't even pretend like I wouldn't also have been like, sweet, $1,000.
In that from a friend? Yeah. No way. That one you don't have an excuse.
No. Like the thrift store one.
Oh, the thrift store one, 100%.
I'd probably been happy. You know, they can be donating all these windbreakers. They have it to spare. And finally today, my teenage daughter has absolutely no idea we put a tracker in her car. I wonder if it's like one of those like Apple tags or whatever. She'll never know. We're never going to tell her. And this is entirely for her safety, and I think it's best she never knows. Are my husband and I jerks?
I don't think so. It's your daughter. You want to make sure she's safe. maybe once she turns 18 and
They
you might
turn that
be
off, maybe.
stepping over boundaries, I think then you would say something or you would take it out. But as long as she's living under your roof and I'm sure the one you paid for that car and you're probably paying for her insurance and all that, you want to make sure she's safe. You don't have to say anything.
Yeah, go ahead and put a tracker in her purse too while you're at it, in her wallet, on her cell phone, inside the cell phone case, on the bottom of all her shoes. Yeah. I'm pro tracking everybody.
So am I.
I'm so happy we all got microchips put in us. I'm on my third microchip already. Got my booster.
Tracking your children, yes, you want to make sure they're safe.
I want to track everybody. I think everybody should be low jacked. I 100% think so.
Everybody?
Absolutely everyone. I think that there should be some master computer where you type in anybody's social security number, you find them like that.
How do you know everybody's social security number?
Well, the government does.
Okay.
The government does. So what they do is they implant it in a chip, and it's floating around in our body.
Okay.
I already got mine. You get yours?
No, I don't.
Oh, yeah,
I'm under
you
the
did get
radar.
yours, did you? I forgot.
No one can find me.
Well, we got to get you your little microchip.
No, but my mom tracks me. My sister tracks me, and Steven. They all have my location. I don't want to say track because that sounds creepy.
When you say location, you mean on your phone? What are you talking
I just
about?
keep my location on.
Okay. Why have you not shared that with me? I might wonder where you are.
Do you want to know where I am?
I kind of do. Yes, I want to have your location. I do.
I'll think about it.
What do you mean you think about it? Who's going to notice you missing at 4 a.m.? This guy.
Sometimes I am nervous that I am going to go missing in the morning.
Me too, when it's 5:35 and you're not here.
And I wonder and I hope that if something happened, you would call Steven and then he could track me.
I mean, to be fair, your track record of just assume that you're not coming to work.
Yeah, but you would have to at some point call someone, right?
Kind of seems like all the more reason to share your location with me,
No,
doesn't it?
I don't know about sharing it with everybody. My mom and sister make sense. Steven makes sense. I don't want everybody to know where I am all the time.
I'm not everybody. I'm me. I'm
guess.
like, now I'm worried about where you are that you don't want me to know.
What do you think I'm doing?
I don't know now.